I'm not a dramatic person. I mind my own business, pay my bills on time, and go to work every morning just like millions of other people. I bought my house because it was quiet, affordable, and safe. Or at least, that's what I believed. What I didn't know was that he wasn't just buying a house. He was buying into a nightmare called HOA. It started small, harmless, even. A letter in my mailbox, white envelope, official logo, my name printed in bold, notice of violation. He actually laughed. He thought it had to be a mistake. According to the HOA, my grass was half an inch too tall. Half an inch. He trimmed it that same evening and he tossed the letter. Problem solved. Or so he thought. A week later, another letter. This time, my trash cans were visible from the street for more than 6 hours after pickup. Then another one. My car was parked at an angle inconsistent with community aesthetics. I wish you were joking. Each letter came with a fine. Small at first, $20, $35. But the tone was changing. It wasn't polite anymore. It was threatening. Then I met her. The HOA president. Let's just call her Karen. She knocked on my door one Saturday morning. No more smile. Clipboard in hand, wearing sunglasses so big they could block out the sun. She didn't say hello. She just said, "You've been a problem. A problem for grass, trash cans, and the parking." I told her I'd fixed everything and even showed her pictures. I stayed calm and respectful. She leaned in closer and said, "This neighborhood has standards. If you don't like them, you can leave." That's when I realized this wasn't about rules. This was about power. Over the next few months, the fines kept coming for things he couldn't even control. A disapproved flower pot, a guest parking overnight, a single leaf on my driveway. Every appeal he submitted was denied. Every email was ignored. And then came the letter that made my hands shake. Notice of intent to place a lien on your property. He had paid every single fine except the ones he was disputing. It didn't matter. According to the HOA, he now owed late fees, processing fees, administrative fees, and the compliance observation fees. The total, over $3,000. He couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. He started dreading the sound of my mailbox opening. That's when he did something Karen never expected. He stopped being scared. And he started reading. He read the HOA bylaws, every single page, every footnote, every amendment. He read state property laws, consumer protection laws, and the HOA enforcement limits. And he buried deep in their own paperwork, he found it. The rule they didn't think anyone would ever notice. The HOA could not fine homeowners for violations unless they were personally verified by 2 board members. All my fines, they were issued by Karen and the Karen alone. He kept reading. He found another rule. The HOA president could not participate in enforcement actions involving personal disputes. And guess who had sent emails complaining about me parking too close to her house? Karen. He printed everything. He organized it all. He documented every letter, every photo, every fine, and every single email. Then, he waited for the hearing. They expected me to beg for mercy. He walked in calm, prepared, and confident. Karen smirked when she saw me. That smirk was gone 5 minutes later. He spoke slowly and clearly. He quoted their own bylaws back to them. He showed dates and signatures. Then he asked one simple question. Can you provide proof that 2 board members personally verified these violations? The room went silent. Karen tried to interrupt me. And he politely reminded her that she was required to remain silent during testimony due to her conflict of interest. The entire mood in the room shifted. The other board members just looked at each other. Then he pulled out my final document, a letter from a lawyer. Not threatening, just factual. It stated that if the lien proceeded, he would file for harassment, selective enforcement, and the abuse of authority. The hearing ended very early. A week later, he received a new letter. Same envelope, same logo, but a very different tone. All fines have been dismissed. But it didn't answer. 3 months later, Karen was removed as HOA president. It turns out, he wasn't the only one. Neighbors started coming forward with their own stories of intimidation and threats. She'd been bullying people for years. He still lived in the same house. My grass is green, and my trash cans are right where they should be. And every time he checked my mailbox now, he smiled, because he learned something important. Hosts rely on fear. They count on you being too busy, too tired, or too intimidated to fight back. But rules work both ways. And knowledge is power. If you're watching this and dealing with an hard that's making your life miserable, remember this: read the rules. Document everything. Don't panic. And never, ever forget you are not powerless. They just want you to think you are. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.